Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back with another Scraps to Embellishments video. This week's theme is warm colors. So think red, think orange, think yellow, all those things that are colors you associate with being hot. So, even though fall is beautiful in Tennessee, it is so nice outside. It's like fall outside right now. And the leaves are just starting to change. So, even though it's not hot outside, orange is one of those hot colors. And so, I thought I would go with fall. So, this is also a Marjorie and Designs cut file for my design team spot this week. And I will post below the link for these files. And it's a whole set. But I only did one of the characters from it. I may do the whole set at a later date. I don't know yet. And this is what I worked on at the crop that I was at this weekend. And I got a little carried away and started putting the other pieces together because I was assembly lining it, and I did 16, I think, of them. So, anyways, this is a Franklin file, and he is adorable. I did pop it up on foam. That's very minimal. But I did kind of cut these kind of big, so they might fit in an envelope, and I might have to figure out something else. So, we are just going to work on putting it together. I already inked all my pieces. Y'all know how I do that with the little dauber, just very lightly. And I cut this one out of some textured cardstock. And before you put this together, it just kind of looks like an orange butt. I was like, what even? At first, I was trying to figure out what was what. But this is another piece, and it just goes on here like this, and it gives you your pumpkin. And then, of course, you have your stem and your leaf to glue on. This little sunflower has another piece. Now, this file does have a ton of leaves that's supposed to be down here at the bottom. I didn't cut those because this is a mini swap. You have to keep it flat, and I like to keep it somewhat simple if I'm going to make a lot, because that's a lot of pieces. This is a lot of pieces for a swap. And I love y'all, but that's a lot of work, you know. So I tried to keep it simple, so I didn't do all the leaves. I just did the flower and the pumpkin and then the bear. So here's all the pieces, and I actually lost one for his mouth, but that's okay. We can just draw it down. So we are just going to start putting this thing together. And we're going to start out with the legs. And, okay, it goes on this side. And here's another leg. I'm practically an expert on this one after doing so many of them. It makes it easy when you just lay them out in a line and go with it, though. So then next we're going to do the stomach. And there is a method to the madness of putting these together. But on these files, when they're real similar, like if you're doing a Franklin, they all practically, you're going to do it in the same order. You're going to do legs because this layers on top of that. And then you're going to do the ears because the head's going to layer on top of all of it. So let's do the ears next. And you can tell which ear's which because this one's a little bit bigger and this ear's a little bit bigger. And then you have this one, and it goes on there. And then the little insides of the ears go on. And this one. And then we're going to put the head on. And then I like to do the feet. And these just layer on here. I think I did goof up somewhere along the line on putting them together because one foot was a little bit bigger than the other. So, since I only have 2 small feet, I'm just going to trim this little extra piece off from the shadow. Okay, so next I'm going to put on arms. I just put a little dot here and a little dot here. And they go on like that. Okay, so there's the arms on. And then we're going to do the nose. Well, the muzzle, I should say, because this is the nose. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. So we have his nose. Then we're going to put eyes on. Uh-oh. Ah, get down there. It's all sticking to me. Thinking I need to clean the end of my pencil so it's not grabbing so hard. Okay, there's that part. Then we're going to add the pumpkin, and that's why I left this unglued, because I'm going to add glue on this part and right here on the back of his body so that I can kind of just slide the pumpkin in and then press it down so it'll hold. And then I did the flower with a piece of foam. Put it on there, and then a piece of foam on the hand. And voila, we have a bear. But I like to show y'all this once we get it put together. This is super cute. Nothing wrong with this, but y'all know I like to add the little extra details. And that just shows you how much the pen work brings him to life and gives him personality. Is that not the cutest? So, let's do our chalking of his cheeks. So I'm just going to put it on here. And then y'all know I like to just rub it off so that it's not in your face. So he's just got a slight blush. And then I just take my black Sharpie S-Gel 1.0 pen and my Jelly Roll 10 pen. Can y'all believe I wore one of these out at the crop doing all these bears? Like, I literally ran one of my white pens out of ink. I was like, oh, how even. Okay, so for the black part, I like to draw in his little eyebrows, his eyelashes. And if you have a really fine pen, a fine tip pen, those work awesome, like a fine liner. The finer it is, the easier it is to do all the little details for his eyelashes. And you don't want to do, a big thick pen because then it doesn't look good. It's all clumped together. That was my problem whenever I used to try to do the eyelashes. It never looked good. I didn't like it. And then I was watching a video and discovered you need to use a fine line pen. And the idea to use a pen, a fine line pen, never even crossed my mind. So, of course, this is a swap over on Ginger's Corner. And the links for that will be below. Sign up start tomorrow. And I also know that I have quite a few of down under watchers over in New Zealand and Australia. And I just wanted to tell you guys about my good friend Karen. She has a Facebook group. It's called The Girls Down Under. And it's only open to Australian and New Zealand folks. So if you are in Australia or New Zealand and you would be interested in doing swaps that pertain to your area, because I know that you guys celebrate a lot of different things and have different seasons than us and all that. So Karen tries to keep it what's the word? Relatable to what y'all are doing. So definitely go check out her group, and I will link that below. And tell her I said, hey, that I sent you over there. And I think that's all I need to tell y'all. Oh, there's a playlist for everyone else playing along with the Scraps to Embellishment Hop. It's just about using up your scraps and having lots of fun. And I'll be honest, I did not use many scraps on this because when I'm cutting a huge amount, it's easier to just use the full sheets of paper to put in my Cricut and cut them all at once, so all the brown, and it literally cuts the whole sheet. I fix it so that there is no scraps left. It cuts it all. So, that's just me being honest with y'all. I did not use scraps on this. But it turned out cute. And you could totally make this with scraps if you wasn't making 16 of them. So, in order to win one of these, all you have to do is leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Just leave me a comment and I will do the drawing on the last day of the month. I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Definitely go over and check out the other groups I mentioned, and check out Marjorie Ann Designs for the cut files, the whole set. It's so cute. You won't regret it. And until next time, bye y'all.